One. All right, here we go. Well, whatever. You know how it is. You hasn't anything, then welcome to the channel. And welcome to, let me just check the mic. Crash 4 is about time, man. Oh my god, it's about time indeed. Whoo! This game, wasn't a pain. It really wasn't pain, but it was something for me to go through. And let me explain why. Here's the thing. I don't have no 18 in my splitter. I don't have an 18 in my splitter. I bought the wrong one. I never thought about to buy one, another one. So I said, you know what? Forget it. I had to do it on my computer. So I connect my switch up to the computer. I got like a what do you call it? Video cord adapter and everything. And wait, a big side note. I'm playing. I'm doing this. I'm doing my current save file because it's the same thing. It's the same cutscene. The most you won't have like the beginning, like Aku flying around telling you what to do, but it don't really matter. I like my costumes. I really like my costumes. Well, I can talk about that later. But like with OBS, you always have like like a second and a half, or like a few seconds delay. And man, let me tell you something. Crash is not the game you should have a second delay on, like a few seconds delay on. You can do it. I can do it on Sonic, of course. Sonic is simple. I ran through some walls. You know what kind of I can do. I can work with that. Mario, I can work with that. Crash, I can't. Crash is literally one of the games where like timing is key for you to go through a level, especially Crash 4. We'll get into that later. Yeah. Crash 4 is about time. I wanted to play this one because it's the one I got the most memory of. Because I played the Insane Trilogy, and if I was gonna play one to get Insane Trilogy, I want to play the second one. And Crash 4, like man, like if I want to be upfront right now, this is about a 7 out of 10 game. 7 out of 10 game, maybe 8 out of 10. Can't be 9, it can't be 10. It's a very good game. It do most of the things right, not all of the things right. And it basically, I would say like a a gateway to see the gateway game. Because like in my opinion, like this game, like for all like, I wouldn't say it on Crash to insanity levels. But this game had I said a decent amount of cut content. I said a decent amount. Because like the amount of cut content it had with the game, it's staggering. Oh, it's staggering. Yeah, the animations are on point. All the characters, how they time them shine. It really represents like if a fourth game came out in the series. This what it most likely would be. It would most likely be something like this. Oh yeah, I don't care about any of the boxes. So this ain't no 100%. Man, that one of my problems. This ain't no 100%. This is me just playing on and dealing with a second delay. So I'm playing slightly terrible than I normally do. Because I love like one thing about Crash. I always like about Crash is like it's the perfect game just to go with the flow. Like if you just keep going forward, you going to hit every point. You're gonna hit every point by jumping and spinning. You're gonna hit every point. You just keep going. I don't feel where to play. I don't really do the time trials because like I don't really care for time trials. But like, ooh, like this game is not a complete 100% because like the only Crash game I completed is Crash 2. Because Crash 2 was the simplest. It didn't take the most out of me to complete it. Crash 1, even for the Insane Trilogy, it was fine enough till they thought like, oh, since we represent like the fucking like the first game, then we should have like the same rule of no dying in a stage. And like, man, forget that. I didn't do that shit. Crash 3, I didn't feel like dealing with the time relics. The time relics are a waste of time. I wanted to do everything else. Like, let me just be straight up. I think Crash worked the best without any like special like mini game. Give me like the motorcycles and the airplanes and everything. The only thing I can take is like the animal rides. Second, the airplanes, the hovercrafts. I mean the not the hovercraft, like the jet ski. No, it take away from what the game really is. Just a platformer. And like Crash 4, the game worked best of the platform. They knew that stuff. That's why Crash 2 like the best game because like in my opinion the best one. Because like it literally like that's the thing about sequels. Like sequels are never, in my opinion, are never good after like the second game. Some sequels, some third sequels are really good. Some third sequels are very good. I can say that. I can say that for a fact. But with always the second game, like I always like the second game more than like the third or the first game. Because the second game, if it was something that pretty good, all they know is that they just listen to the reviews. They listen to the reviews like crazy because like they just say like this work, this will work, this will work, this will work, this will don't work. So we cut that out, add some of this, refine it a little bit, and bam, that's a sequel, a second sequel. Like for Class 9, in my opinion, like the Class 9 series, the second one the best one because you know what people want, what to do about it. So it literally like this what we do. Spin dash, this. Better level design, bam bam bam. The third one, it be try to be more expensive and try to do everything a nice thing, but like you feel like alright, we already did this. Most time we do a third game, it's like alright, what can we do next? So can we put all our creative juices into the second one? Because the second one we want to do a bunch of things. We got to do it, and like so this one like you try to like find like all your leftover ideas. Like man, we can do something like this, do something like that. But the second one, it's always gonna be the best. Bayonetta for me, Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 2 do a lot of things better than the first one. Like the difficulty, the color palette, and just simple things around. That's why for this is taking place on like the 28th, like yeah, after the direct. And man, I talk about the direct and some at a certain point in time, but like Bayonetta 3 it really look pretty nice. And I was reading an article like they saying like if fans want Bayonetta 3 to be on other consoles, then just add and the others just say add. Man, no fucking Nintendo ain't gonna do that shit. Like that's the thing about like most likely gonna be one of the situations with Nintendo where like if Bayonetta 3 sells good enough, they just might as well just buy it from Sega because it really like mostly like a Sega owned. It's a Sega and Nintendo property because Nintendo put enough fucking money into it to say like, all right, this like they put enough money into this shit. Sega just watching over it. Nintendo really putting their foot down with that stuff. Like man, like that's the thing about them. Like they work better if they monitor over someone. And Sega don't. This is my thing. Ooh, this is after the online lab playthrough and the last playthrough a few months ago. Sega really, I don't want to say don't give a fuck, but they don't give a fuck to a certain extent for franchises, certain franchises. If you know what I'm talking about, man, fucking Sonic Colors Ultimate, man, like why? That game was a fucking shit show. It was so amazing that it was such a shit show that like they thought they can get around Sonic fans saying like, hey, we got little animations and everything. We got a whole remaster soundtrack, and man, one people played that game. Oh my god, like you better off just playing the Dolphin. Like not everybody got a powerful computer. Hell, my computer ain't even that powerful, but it can do good. It can run like Sonic Colors like 1080p, which is as equivalent to Switch version. And, like you better off doing that because like having a higher frame, not frame rate, higher what do you call it? Resolution really can make the color go pop in that shit. Like man, you are better off playing a emulated version of the game because there's no point of buying that. Well, it'd be a point later on like the game did not look good. And not that it didn't look good. It looked like they put effort into it, but like they put the wrong amount of effort into it, and like that where you can really see that from how the lighting is like. It could based on my knowledge they just port Blind Squirrel port that game to their engine. They just adjusted, and like man, that game did not like. Cause the thing was really disappointing about me, the thing that really disappointed about me, ultimately, that the game ran on the damn Wii. It ran on the Wii. Less powerful than the Xbox 360, PS3. Shit, it really wasn't that powerful. It mostly just a few, the components were mostly more powerful GameCube. So like that's the thing with Nintendo consoles. They be like a generation behind, but like they make do. You know what I'm saying? The Switch it right now really a generation behind. It's a generation and a half behind because the Switch barely can run PS4 games. It can run decent enough PS4 games and decent enough Xbox One games. Not gonna do anything amazing. You're gonna have some graphical takeaway, but like you know that how it's gonna be. That how they not cheap on the price, but like make it affordable for families and people in general. But like that shit was a Wii game, less powerful than the Xbox 360 and the PS3. And when they ported that Wii game on, like, ported to different consoles, I'm like, I know, don't put no stress on the team. I know, but like, how the fuck how the fuck it can't even run 60 frames? I'm not really a frame guy. I don't care about frame rate. I don't like that. But like, it can't even run 60 frames. It's struggling on the Switch as is. And that shit was a Wii. And people made that comparison. I understand why people made that comparison. Because like it's a Switch game from a Wii game. I mean, for a Wii game. But Skyward and Nintendo sold that shit where like it kind of bugging out, etc., etc. People would never fucking respect them. But since it was from Sega, they said, well, you know, what are you gonna do? Like it could be worse. So overall, it's a pretty good game. I ain't gonna draw right now. I don't know why I got this up. I've been working on character designs. I ain't make no changes. Because like, oh my god, like it's a good game. It's made for like good games that like buggy as hell. But like you can manage because like, alright, it's fair, it's fun enough where you can deal. But like the thing that really turned me off and turned off a lot of people when the shit started corrupting people, they say that shit that turned off people. I can understand that it would turn off me because that basically saying wasting my time. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm not dealing with some bullshit like that. It's like, no, like if you gonna play Sonic on Colors, I don't want to be this type of guy, but like try. I'm not endorsing emulating. I'm really not. I'm saying try to find a version of the game that's the most stable without any monetary gain of a good person other than Sega. That's what I'm saying. Not saying steal, not saying pirate. I'm saying find a way to play the game that don't really involve Sega, but don't do anything that illegal. Because it should be real. Pirating is not like real game pirating. Game pirate only really bad in my opinion unless it's current gen. Like let me just be real with you. When Sony said they were gonna shut down the stores, not shut down, but like shut down buying stores near from a Sony device. I mean from play they doing turducken right there. The PS3, the PSP, and the PS Vita. They said they shut down those stores. They ain't shut down the servers. You can't buy shit. And some people develop things for the Vita. So like they were saying, why the hell you doing this? And then like they said that, man, I was gonna buy me a PS Vita or a PS3 and put a homebrew on that shit. because I know there's a current version of working homebrew. It's already two things behind. Like they said that shit really like they said it like like a month before. Like no, why the fuck y'all wait? Y'all do a month before? Damn. You say this shit like 6 months in advance to give everybody the chance to do this. Like sooner or later, I know it's sooner or later because it based on what Nintendo do, they look like they do it at the same time because it was just because like they had the Wii and the deal. But they're gonna shut down the eShop. What is it saying? eShop servers for both 3DS and Wii U, which is not a bad thing. Well, it's not. I want to say. I'm not saying like a bad thing. It's not good. You can't even buy shit, but you know. No, they shut. I think they shut down the servers first, then they shut down the points thing. They most likely gonna do that for the Wii U and 3DS. If those comes, they're like, not even. I don't want to say they like, no one not fucking using that shit. They need fucking. This is a bullshit excuse for me, but like, they need some room for their fucking servers. I don't know. They ain't gonna keep that up for long. Hell, they was. To be honest, do anybody remember like a year or two ago? They've been trying to do this shit sneakily, but like, man, I hate those hidden boxes. That's another thing. But like, do anybody remember this? Where like, they tried to sneakily take off the Wii U port from the digital fucking Wii U servers, and like they thought they was slick enough because like they said like, here's the thing, no one on Wii U anymore. We might can get away with this shit. For the first time, they got away for this shit. They were doing Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze for the Wii U. I never played. I never had a Wii U. I never cared about paying like $60 for a Wii game, depending on the Wii U game. You know what I'm saying? Some Wii U games and some Wii U games, alright, fine. But they ain't gonna charge more for a Wii U game if the shit don't even worth $60. Most times they do that shit with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. It's like no one really didn't pay attention like that because again they knew no one was going to pay attention because the Wii U, who on a Wii U eShop nowadays? You know what I'm saying? They got rid of Miiverse, they got rid of all that stuff. Like who really on the Wii U eShop? Most of the stuff you find on the Wii U eShop from indie games and shit, you can find that shit on the Switch. Like I'm pretty sure. So you thought they could be slick. And like, all right, joke tricks on us. Wait, how much time we got left? Oh, I got 14 minutes. But like, all right, the joke's on us. You fooled me once, shame on me. So motherfuckers checked when Pikmin 3 got announced for the Switch, which we all kind of knew. We checked that Wii U server and we saw that folks saw that shit. They said boo, because like the thing is like it basically a problem with the Pikmin 4 were like they were charging like $60 for that game. It was like how good the game is. I never played it. I would want to play it, but I never thought about to get a Wii U or buy it. But like that game was like basically like $20. Like that shit was $20 and they made that shit $60. I don't care what excuse y'all do. So like they put up some extra content. Most of the time that extra content don't mean shit because they had like a B team, not even a B team. Mostly like they see the D tier team of people that like just got to the company or something. Most likely, they say like, "Hey, we need y'all to we got the source code, we got the engine and everything. Got to add some new things to it, so we can fucking upcharge this shit to $60." Like that, what they tell they see the D team because while the other teams are working on way more important things at the moment. I'm like they should because like I think it was like $40 on Wii U. Then it dropped down because like they had the Nintendo Switch. Speaking of where that came, where that shit is nowadays. So it like they dropped it down like $20. So it was basically a $20 Wii U, which $20 was a really good deal for Pikmin 3. So like $20 and like what I'm about to say. And they made this shit $60 and like they had like a Pikmin mode, like an Olimar mode. Like really that was really like messed up because they're basically saying like here's the thing, we don't want people to buy, even people have the chance of having a Wii U and they never bought it, they don't want people that already have a Wii U to pay like $20 and they can get like an extra 40 from it. And like, man, y'all terrible for it. Y'all conniving like a bitch. We said something about it. They said, all right, fine, you called us. I don't think they do that shit anymore. I don't know. I don't check the Wii U servers. See, they know what the fuck they doing. But like, ooh, man. What the hell am I talking about? I'm pretty sure I was talking about like, I talked about from sequel to Bayonetta 3, the Sega, that had Nintendo don't give a shit, from Sonic Force, Sonic Ultimate. Oh, yeah, Sonic Ultimate Colors, or whatever it's called. Man, that make me feel, it make me feel bad about Sonic Colors, not Sonic Colors. Well, Sonic Colors and Sonic Ranger. I don't. Cause my thing is like they don't give a fuck. You listen. If you ever like even go back and see my other two playthroughs, they don't give a fuck half the time. They really don't. Because like no one, they didn't have to fucking release that shit on September. You could have just waited 2 extra months for the shit to come out. You didn't have to wait till September. September a weird month to release anything anyway. November. November, like, at least 2 more extra months on how to do it. Because, like, and then they had the audacity to do that little special thing that some developers are doing. Like, where you charge like $10 more to play it like 4 days early. And what even more bullshit is like the reviews. And the reviews are all pretty. They weren't bad. They were pretty good for a Sonic game. But like based on everybody's experiences, I'm calling bullshit. Like not a single reviewer fucking didn't run to a single damn bug, and that's might happen to some people. But there's some bugs that like what, and then some bugs like really. You're like, how can you not see this? Oh man, like dead serious. Like how? Like there's no way you could not even see this. But you know, they got 8 out. I think they got like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. That's not bad. But like, like that shit is impossible. And like with Sonic Ranger, they don't give a fuck, man. They don't give a fuck. Because like, well, how ambitious Sonic Ranger is gonna be? It's gonna be one of those situations like Sonic Lost World, where like it's divisive, but at least it do something different enough. But like they never go back to it, you know. That's the thing about Sonic Color, not so Sonic Lost World. Like they try to do something different. I give them that. They try to do something different. It just wasn't the best. They like giving up on idea, even though like they made one game. If you had like few problems, because Lost World can do pretty well if you had like some mechanics of like just making Sonic go fast. It's already a platformer, you know. No. I like that. Yeah. They're like, I don't know, like that shit supposed to come out next year. Like that's one of the things about having development times is like you have to have you're gonna have to come out in a certain amount, not a certain amount of time, but like it can't be too long and it can't be too short. It gotta be a good amount. And Sonic Force in the game, Sonic Force came out in 2017, 2021. Like that was like the main. They also been other Sonic games like Enhanced Edition and everything. But I'm talking about from the main team, the main fucking team of Sonic team. So it's been 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. If they say it's coming out in 2022, it's about 5 years. You gotta show something for 5 years. That was the thing about Bayonetta 2. And like that's why I don't like when games get announced like too early. Like way too early, because you had those situations with Bayonetta 2, people asking them, then the developers say, well, man, leave us alone, don't ask us no more. And like, what do you mean, don't ask you? Why the hell you announce it? Man, shit just got showed off this month. And like, this shit was first announced in 2017 in December, and in 2021. That means y'all literally announced this before I even had concept art. It's like, I mean, for real, they literally did not. They literally announced this like before they even started making concept art or anything. They just said, "Hey, we're gonna have a cinematic because like I heard something about Bayonetta 3 like even before it got announced. Not the first time. Like they were trying to do something different. Like they had like a different protagonist and everything. Like y'all had to be working on something. And after Change, I never played After Change. I really should. I heard it's a pretty fun game for what you call it. For which I heard a pretty fun game. Like I bought the Bayonetta 2 collection. Okay, now that like you don't announce a compilation, what you call it, collection, man. Like without like you announce like a collection to get people on track to play the next big game. Let me see. Astral Chains. Yeah, that thing still, yeah, it came out like 2 years ago. I heard it was pretty fun. I heard it was a pretty good game. Let me check Amazon. Bro, if you still on the Nintendo price, I gotta say, no, I would just sell. And it $58. Like, what? Man, I hate these Nintendo prices. Oh my god. Like, these Nintendo prices never go down. Like, why, man? These Nintendo prices never, ever go down. What the fuck? Like, of all the developers, that's why I just never bought some game. Because, like, they even pricing, because I always, some games you just say, you gotta wait like a few weeks for it to go down like $20. Nintendo games never go down on $60, and that's fucking terrible. Like, bro, if it's like a third party thing, I can wait a few months. Like, I got Mario Plus Rabbids for like $25 because that was a Ubisoft game. And even though it was third party, it was Ubisoft who developed it, and they, I think they published it themselves. And like, when that shit's $20, it was on sale. It was like $20 with the DLC. And, it was maybe like 35 cents. What? I buy it. Forget it. I don't care. And then like, why, man? Why? Let me see. You know, one game I always wanted to play, but I thought it looked like bullshit because they put out a trailer showing like 3 a season pass that was so much fucking DLC that you just gonna say why y'all didn't add to the game originally. And I think it didn't sell well because they had it shit on discount on the eShop like the second week. Yeah, you remember Immortal Phoenix Rising, the game that Breath of the Wild ripped off that had like microtransactions, and I said fuck this shit because like, number one, the head would turn me off of that. Well, they announced that on those season passes and everything. So I said, no, I don't want to do anything like this. But do we ever remember this show name, Gods and Monsters? I'm like, what? Like, what if you were last year received on critical acclaim, review on favorite Breath of the Wild. Now Ubisoft have received full investor data showing the results are positive for the company. So decent enough. Like, let me see. Which I always want to play the game. It just turned me off. It really did. I found them on discount so many times. Let me see. Amazon. Like me ranting like crazy. Like $24. Like $24. That's a good ass deal. Like that's a steal right there. That's a good deal. Like it's really like $24, $25. I feel like this shit came out in December, like 9 months. That's how most games be. But with Nintendo, they work on a whole different. I'm surprised they don't have their own fucking currency. You be thinking, god damn, Kirby Star Allies, a game even with the DLC, still $60. I'm like, whoa. But you know, to each his own. Yeah, I never bought the game. And speaking of Kirby, I like that they're trying to do something different. But that's for another tale, for another story for another day. Cause this is I'm about to wrap this episode up. But yeah, everything been going good. I've been trying to produce a lot of content. So literally, like before this, I don't know if people want to watch it. It's because the audio is all shit. But we talking about some stuff like that. I have like a 45-minute podcast. I have to edit that shit down. You put like a little note down. So once I get done commentary editing this video, I'm gonna finish editing that one. Then I'm gonna have another video with another person We just talking. So my idea of that, and then I'm gonna be working on another what do you call it, playthrough Luigi Mansion because it's about to be October. So like why not Luigi time? So that's my plan. So I'm gonna have non-stop content like the next few weeks. I'm trying because I put out at least 3 videos a week. I try to put like 3 commentary videos a week. I haven't been making that many, even though I had some fucking shit now, especially now. Like I want to be making like 3 videos. Be pushing out 3 videos, like 11 videos for the playthrough. Once I get those, just upload it. 11 videos for the playthrough. Then once I have all that stuff uploaded, edited, then I'm gonna put that video out. Then I'm gonna record something with someone else. I gotta find a way back up these files. Man, these are taking a lot of space. So I gotta back up. Upload that video. Upload. Delete the what we call it, the main gameplay. Like the hour sessions. I got that on SD USB drive. So do that. Working on Luigi Mansion. Knock that out because I already know how to play that game. I try to play games that I know how to play, at least have a decent memory on how it works. I'm never gonna play anything blind. If it's something difficult, very difficult, that's the only game I feel like getting. Then I would do like Dragon Quest 11. I'm basically doing New Game Plus because like I don't feel like grinding. Like I want to go to the story again, maybe fight a few bosses, etc. etc. Call it a day. I don't feel like grinding, especially for Dragon Quest. Woo! That was a long ass game. Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of videos to put out. I'll be working. Then I'm working on a secret project that I'm making like a first build on. It's a mod or something. Working on the first build. Then I want to take a break from that drawing. Then make they work on 3D model. Anyway, if you like the video, fine. Enjoy. Come back next day. Sorry.